Hello, I'm Jason Weiner, and this week on Checking In, we check in with Nick Chu. Nick is a Renaissance man in the Middle Ages. A tireless advocate for mayonnaise, he especially likes chicken salad. The crunchy and gushy working together gives him hope for the future, as well as satisfaction right now. Nick isn't a sailor, but he lives in the land of ports. We'll ask him where the horizon is and where to find the chicken of the sea. This week on Checking In with Jason Weiner.
Nick Chu
is not available. Please leave a message after the tone and press pound when finished.
Hello, Nick. This is Jason Weiner checking in. Just calling to say, where did it go? Why hasn't it been found? And who stands to benefit from its continued absence? Hopefully we can answer these questions. Talk soon. This has been Jason Weiner checking in.
Hello.
Hey, Nick Chu, this is Jason Weiner checking in.
Hi, Jake. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
I'm okay. It's been a little rough. Be home all the time. I always, I feel like I'm always with my family, but we're never really together. We just kind of live near each other, and I've become working at home, I've become an easy thing to ignore. I'm inert.
Really?
My kids, so that when I'm not working, I'm still somewhat invisible. So that's been kind of rough. But
yeah, I know what you mean, man. It's like life in the bunker down here, right?
Yeah.
And what can you do?
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed living here is we really like our cat a lot less these days. And we always hated her, but now it's really become an issue because she's such a nightmare. And we tried to give her away, and the lady who was going to take her said she'd take her, but we had to have her teeth cleaned for $1,000.
$1,000 to clean the teeth?
Right? It costs $200 to clean my teeth. I can't imagine. It costs 5 times that to clean a cat. I think that lady was running a scam is what I'm getting at.
My guess is they don't knock you out to clean your teeth.
Well,
because I used to clean cat teeth when I worked for the vet clinic.
Really?
And yeah, I don't think that it was industry standard to have somebody who had no clue what they were doing as the cat tooth cleaner, but that was the standard clinic that I worked for.
Right, so they were just like, that was like your first day, you showed up and they handed you like a cat toothbrush and were like, get in there, son?
It wasn't my first day, but I worked there for, I think, a little over a year. And I worked mostly like 2 days a week. So I was never a very experienced person. So they had me down there with adjusting the anesthesia and doing the ultrasonic scaler on the teeth.
Really? You were turning the knob on the anesthesia?
Yeah. I was both dental hygienist and anesthesiologist.
Simultaneously, or at 2 different occasions?
No, both. And
really?
Yeah, and there's ultrasonic scalers will really take off. I mean, there's like stuff. There were times when like I thought that the whole tooth was like breaking apart under it, that I had done something wrong, and it turned out that there was like plaque literally like 2 or 3 times as wide, as broad It's the tooth itself, and it would come off. It was just totally nasty. Like,
wow. And how do you know when you're done? Like, do you just like, it looks good enough, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can, when you get down to, when you really have the tooth, you can tell it's the tooth. But sometimes when you don't have the tooth, you're not sure. But when you do have the tooth, you know.
And you did dogs and cats?
You know, I don't remember. I wonder if I did the dog. It's been a while.
And is this dentist or is this vet? Is he still practicing? It seems like he's pretty loose with the rules, doesn't it?
He's a general practice. I thought he was a great vet. But you know, I don't know. Maybe that's who's doing it everywhere. I just don't know. But
do you think that's what scared you away from a life of veterinary medicine? Was it things like that, or was it?
No, it was the hustle. You know, I think I didn't realize yet, like, that there was like no profession out there that wasn't going to involve like endless hustle and endless headaches and endless pain and suffering. And so when I saw how much hustle there was, I think I was like, this is not really what I want to do. I also figured...
Nick marked a lot of stops on his quest to escape hustle. Through the years, he's done a lot of things, and he spoke of them at length. Eventually, talk turned to the sun and its longtime adversary, the dark.
You know, and I do feel like sunshine would make a huge difference in general life.
It does. You know, I notice it, like, being inside all the time. You're like, because you just like it curdles. Like, you got to have a flow. You know, I'm not to be too chi oriented here, but you need a flow. You need energy in, energy out. You know what I mean? You need stuff moving through you. I feel like the sun kind of helps boil off a lot of nonsense. You know, if you're out there kind of walking around, you feel so much better.
I think that's true. And I also feel like people are just warmer, have warmer personalities in warmer places.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I like the cold though. I like hustling around in the cold. I like the cozy feeling of like blankets and children and stuff of that nature.
Right, I like it too, but I also am starting to like the dark. I wonder if the curdling is a process that once it starts, it just keeps going on its own. You know, like I used to like wait all winter. You know, because I've been in the Pacific Northwest more than half my life now. Because I moved to Seattle in 1986, and so like the dark and the rain. You know, I used to like look forward to summer all year. I'd be like, I can't wait for summer to come. Now I'm like so glad that it's winter. But I think, you know, like I remember like when we'd go to Atlanta, because Whitney, you know, is from here, and I always thought like people are like kind of happier and friendlier there.
I think it's just a phoniness of the South, though, isn't it? Like I think
yeah, maybe, but my general sense is that if I'm going to spend like 10 minutes with somebody over the course of our lifetime, then do I really want their real self, or do I want us just to like have like an engagement which is pleasant, however fake?
Well, when you put it that way, I got to agree. I mean, I feel engaged, feeling pleasant, and honestly, I could care less whether this is fake. Thanks for checking in, Nick.
Well, thank you, Jake. It was a pleasure to check in with you.
This has been Jason Weiner, checking in.
They're like the guy, you know, like the guys in the opera that don't really have, they either just stand there or maybe they sing in the background on some parts, but they're basically just like extra people on the stage. I remember there was some case like that when I worked for the court where there was a dad that the daughter thought was her uncle. I think it's a little bit like teaching, you know, the animals and the kids stay the same, but the parents get harder and harder to work with.